Welcome to this Flow staff tutorial. In this video, I will demonstrate the different eMarking methods available to help you decide which method is most appropriate for your assignment. This is called the eMarking decision tree, which is available on the eLearning Gateway. First, you will need to think about how you want to give feedback to students: text feedback and a marking guide, or comments and marks on the assignment, which is referred to here as annotation. You can also mix and match these methods. The text feedback and a mark method is an approach which allows a mark and a brief text comment. This method might be suitable for student presentations or assignments that don't require annotating. The marking guide method requires you to either set up in Flow or upload to Flow a weighted list of criteria that will be used to assess student work, for example, a rubric. You will need to think about the criteria, and it is recommended that these are communicated to students prior to them undertaking the assessment activity. Marking guides can also improve consistency when working with a larger marking team. The third method is annotate the assignment. Annotation tools allow markers to comment on words, paragraphs, or sections of a written assignment, or add stamps, highlighting, or freehand drawing. With the annotation method, you can also save time by using comment banks. Essays are particularly suited to this approach. You may decide to use a combination of these methods, or only one. We will now go into them in more detail and explain how each of these methods can be used for eMarking. If you need more information about these marking methods, please visit the eLearning Gateway or contact your eLearning support team. For each of these three methods, there are two options: online, directly into Flow in your browser, so you must be connected to the internet, or offline, download files, mark outside of Flow, and upload into Flow once marking is complete. If you decide to use the feedback and mark method, you can choose to put your feedback and mark directly into Flow, the online method, or download and upload the relevant information, the offline method. The online method involves using the quick grading or the individual marking form methods in Flow. The quick grading method allows you to enter marks and brief comments for each student directly into Flow in a table that displays all students. The individual marking form displays one student at a time and provides a larger text box for your feedback with more text editing options. You will need to be connected to the internet to use this method. If you do not have a stable internet connection or simply prefer marking offline, you can use the grading worksheet method. Marking this way means that you download a file from Flow, open it in Excel, enter marks and feedback comments, and then upload it into Flow, instead of entering the information directly into Flow. The benefit is that you can mark without access to the internet. If you decide to use a marking guide to provide feedback, you can also choose between the online method, entering the information directly into Flow, or the offline method. If you decide to use the online marking guide method, you need to ensure that you have a stable internet connection. To use this method, you create a marking guide in Flow before you begin marking. You have 3 different templates to choose from in Flow: rubric, checklist, or marking guide. This method may give you less flexibility in creating the marking guide than the offline option. If you decide to use the offline marking guide method, you create your marking guide outside of Flow, for example in a Word document. You then upload the marking guide document to Flow as a feedback template when you create the assignment. Once students have submitted their assignments, you can download a copy of the marking guide for each student, complete it offline, and then upload it to Flow. Finally, if you decide to annotate the assignment, again you can choose to do so online or offline. For annotating online directly into Flow, the assignments must be submitted as PDF files by the students. You can set this as a restriction when you create the assignment. You can then log into Flow and provide comments, highlighting and other annotations directly onto the assignment in Flow, using the PDF editor tool. There is no need to download and upload the assignments. All annotations are automatically saved directly into Flow, so you don't need to worry about saving the document as you go. However, there are less options in the online annotation function than if you choose the offline annotation method. For example, audio comments are not currently available, although this is in development, so is likely to be available in the future. The offline annotation method involves downloading the documents and adding comments using the relevant software program, for example Word or Acrobat for PDF files. You may choose this method because the software is more familiar to you, has more options for annotating, or if you need to mark without an internet connection. You will need to download and upload the assignments in zip format and make sure that you save all your changes as you go. This is a brief overview of the main options Flinders provides for eMarking student assignments. If you need more information on any of these options, please see the eLearning Gateway or contact your eLearning support team. Thank you for watching this Flow staff tutorial.